Hi everyone, Teacher in the Tesla here, where I help you grow your Etsy shop from the ground up to success. In today's video, I'm exposing my #1 secret strategy to selling on Etsy successfully, and the main reason why I have over 1,000 sales every month and anywhere between $20,000 to $60,000 in revenue each and every month. My #1 secret strategy is creating evergreen products. So what an evergreen product is on Etsy is a product that will never lose its relevancy, that continually remains relevant on Etsy and remains fresh to new and older customers on Etsy and stays relevant for long periods of time. So even a year and a half after I first uploaded these designs, they are still relevant and they are still selling. So it is still gaining me sales and reviews and customers who are now purchasing multiple items because I've added more items in those niches that is gaining me more sales every single day. So a few times a year on Etsy, there are trending topics or niches where literally everyone and their grandmother is searching up on Etsy, whether that is green shirts for St. Patrick's Day or ugly Christmas sweaters. You'll see these products all over Etsy and everybody on the internet is talking about it. And if your product gets picked up by customers, you stand to gain hundreds if not thousands of sales in a short period of time. So an example of an item that would currently be trending on Etsy are face masks. So while literally every Etsy shop was trying to add face masks to their shop as quickly as possible in 2020, many of these items are really essentially super trendy because face masks might not be needed in another year or two, because everybody might already have enough face masks and then enough places are selling face masks that it's not as necessary. So of course it's super trendy when it first comes out and then is no longer trending. So an example of an item that would no longer be trending would be the equivalent of selling an iPhone case to an iPhone 8. So while the latest thing now is the iPhone 12, cases for the iPhone 8 aren't going to be as in demand or trending because everybody already has one. While there are thousands upon thousands of iPhone 8 cases still available on Etsy, the iPhone 12 cases are definitely going to be more popular. And so if your shop is selling something like an iPhone 12 case when it first comes out, you stand the possibility to gain hundreds if not thousands of sales just because you are selling that trending item. Or of course, if you were a shop lucky enough to be able to sell face masks at the height of 2020, of which case you could have sold upwards of 5,000 face masks every single day. And not just because face masks were super trendy, but it was super in demand. In order to create an evergreen product for your Etsy shop, you want to think about your customers. So for example, my customers tend to be women who are professionals. Now, these could be women who are starting out as professionals and maybe they are new grads or maybe they are more experienced in their fields, but it generally tends to target women who are professionals or somebody who is purchasing a gift for them. Whereas if you look at a shop that is targeting brides or bridesmaids or brides gifts, that's a completely different demographic. So if I can think about who my customers are, then I can think about what they will be searching for on Etsy. And how do you figure out what they're searching for on Etsy? Well, of course, you look at other shops. So to show you some of the differences between an evergreen item and a trending item, I'm going to take a look at the shop November and May. So this shop is super cute, has a beautiful banner. There's a lot of design elements that have gone into creating this shop, which is just adorable. Some of the pencil line drawings here on these shirts, embroidered jacket that looks new. I hadn't seen that before. And so I already start to see some of these quotes that are a little bit more popular, where there's a woman, there's a way, comparison kills creativity. So some unique items here for sure. And as we scroll down, I would say that the top items here are a little bit more on the trendy side. But as I scroll down some more, like self-care is not selfish, I'm not so sure that would have been as popular as it could be right now in 2021 when that's a really hot topic. But as we see this sweatshirt, Mama Bear, well, Mama Bear is a common phrase that you see on Etsy a lot. It's still something that people are searching for all the time, or just a shirt that says mama, right? It's not really trendy. It's not going to change. Moms aren't going anywhere. There's always Mother's Day. There's always gifts for moms. There's always things that our dads are searching for, that uncles are searching for to buy a new mom a gift, okay? I would say maybe this mama shirt is going to be more of an evergreen item than Find the Sunshine embroidered crew neck sweatshirt. And I could be wrong. So an example of an evergreen item in my shop is one that started out as trending. It is a design that's in the science niche. So I've now had over 304 orders from this listing and generated over $8,000 in income. So while it was a bestseller in the very beginning and again a couple other times, this item is something that sells every day, every couple days, maybe sometimes once a week, but it still is selling all the time. Other examples of evergreen items in my shop are items that are in niches for professionals or perhaps for pet lovers. So the benefits of adding evergreen products to your shop means that days, weeks, months, or even years after adding them to your Etsy shop, they are still relevant, meaning they still have the potential to get your shop sales and reviews months and years after you've first uploaded them. For example, if you created an item in your shop that is specific to bridesmaids, people are always getting married. There's always going to be weddings. Bridesmaids gifts are something that is relevant to many people, that is searched constantly on Etsy, whether it is online on Etsy or they're searching somewhere else or in some other search engine. In fact, bridesmaid gifts are searched over 55,000 times each month on Google alone, and the Etsy keyword search tool eRank shows 52,000 monthly searches. So because bridesmaid gifts is something that will always be relevant, something that will always be searched on Etsy with an audience always looking for unique personalized gifts. So to go into further detail about how evergreen products have really helped my shop and that continue to help my shop to grow on a day-to-day basis, I turn to some of the ways that I have found evergreen products. So here we are in the Etsy keyword search tool eRank, and I have searched up the term bridesmaid gifts. So if I was to find an evergreen bridesmaid gifts product, this is how I would go about it. First of all, I would find the term bridesmaid gifts and I would start with this. Then I might start to scroll down and I would take a look at the amount of hearts, daily views, and the price of the item. Usually these first few items here at the top are often ads, but now we start to get into some of the top ranking products. So we see personalized wedding dress hanger has 166 hearts and it was just updated, which means it was just sold or just added, but it looks like it would have been just sold, and it has 2,254 views. So this item is probably something that sells all the time, and I would probably say that it's because it's personalized. So I would take a look at the font on this item, I would take a look at the design, and then see if perhaps I could make it a little bit better. Maybe I could make it in different colors. Maybe I could make it at a different price point. So while I did add an item in the US political niche that was extremely popular on the day the election results were posted, and again on the day of the inauguration where I had 55 sales of that item alone, this shirt has now made me over $16,000 and continues to get me sales every single day. But perhaps in another 2 or 3 years, this shirt might not be as popular because it might not be as relevant. People might not be searching for it. Whereas if you look at an item in my shop that perhaps is a little bit less polarizing, like perhaps a shirt about kindness or a shirt about teachers or others in other professionals, then those designs are definitely going to be around for quite a while. So in January, February, and March of 2021, I've had between 20 to 30 orders every single day. And I would estimate that at least half of these are simply from items that I've had in my shop for a long time. And one of these items has just become a bestseller, even though I've had it in my shop for a year and a half and I never sold hardly any of it ever. And suddenly it's a bestseller with a topic that's trending right now. So it can sometimes even work backwards. But in general, the longer that you have items in your shop, the longer there is the possibility for buyers to find your items. This also includes returning customers who might be looking for something to add to another item because they wanted that one as well. There's also the possibility of returning customers making your items go viral because suddenly they rank it a lot higher if they come back to your shop and purchase it, and then it ranks higher in Etsy search. In general though, the longer that you have your items on Etsy, the longer it's going to be there for it to be found by your customers. Sometimes I'll have items that have been in my shop for a long time and they never sell, never get any favorites, nothing at all happens, and I don't get rid of those items. I currently have an item that is a bestseller on Etsy right now, and it looks like I added it in July 1st of 2019. So as you can see from the graph, it started off very slow and would have some sales here and there sometimes, but then it's really peaked more recently. So that, in a nutshell, is my #1 growth tip for you guys and how my Etsy shop has grown exponentially in the last year and a half. because pretty much every single one of my designs is evergreen and still relevant and still popular and something that someone is always searching for. So if you take a look at the analytics of literally every one of the listings on my shop, every single one is gaining views and customers all the time. So while some items might be trending and others might be a little bit more generic, sometimes the customer that sees the trending item then also wants to purchase something that is a little bit more basic. Because many Etsy customers are more than happy to purchase multiple items from your shop. Now, how do you convince them to do that? Well, stay tuned for my next video. And that is the secret of how I got from point A to point B in my Etsy shop journey, to the point where I am right now with my shop, and how you guys can do the exact same thing. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. I wish you all the best in your Etsy shop success. See you later, superstar.